Hello, this is Stefan from Quality. Here we have our SVG versus PNG test setup. That's an IMX8, a Verdin bird from Toradex, IMX8M in this case. And yeah, pretty simple test application that just renders individual PNG or SVG images. And yeah, in this rather simple test, we want to find out whether typical things you do in an application with SVGs or PNGs behave accordingly and the performance is good. So here we have our frames per second counter. Now we have about 60 frames per second. So a lot of small images right now. So right now we are having 244 images with PNG 24 by 24 pixels, and each image is 24 by 24 pixel rendered. So now we can change this. For instance, we render it bigger, then those can still pretty fluent here. Of course, the images are not so sharp any longer because the underlying image is smaller, and the more you go up here, of course, the blurrier those images get. But now we have those 250 images also contained in this application, and it's still quite a good performance, but already drops a little bit. And of course, now we can go with a bigger image here, for instance, 128. So it's almost perfectly sharp, or of course now it's perfectly sharp. The image that is rendered, that's a PNG. So, and also please note, as I go up here, for instance now here with a bigger image format, loading of these images takes a while. So this took a few seconds, and yeah, it's still quite okay. And so now let's see what happens if we go to SVGs. Loading is relatively fast. It's of course also sharp here, and performance is, I would say, comparable. Can also go again down here. So those are now SVGs. So we have our 60 frames. So we can go up here with the number and render 1,400 SVGs now. So that's quite a while, and that you see already it's not responding so fast any longer. It's only 5 frames per second. So let's see what happens if we go to PNG, if this has any effect here. Yeah, it's probably, I would say it's the same, or maybe even worse a little bit. It's only, there's no big difference here. Both are on the limit here. So SVGs, maybe even SVGs are a little bit better than PNGs if you have that many icons. So maybe let's go down again a little bit. 800 and go up again. Yeah, so those SVGs, 800, 10 frames per second. And let's go here for PNG. It's, yeah, also it's, I would say, comparable, maybe 1 or 2 frames less, but yeah. So what does this tell us? I would say SVGs or PNGs in such an environment can both be used. Performance is comparable from a rendering point of view. Of course, the bigger the images get, the more memory you need for PNGs, and also loading takes quite a while for bigger images in terms of PNGs. So yeah, with SVG you have to take care about compatibility. But yeah, so just an overview here on this issue. Thank you.